Welcome back. Abortion healthcare advocates are gathering in the nation's capital this morning for the Free and Just Storyteller Summit, marking 3 years to the day since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade. 100 patients, providers, and advocates from 32 states are participating in the three-day event, sharing personal stories about how they've been directly affected by abortion bans. And then later today, they'll head to Capitol Hill to meet with members of Congress. Joining us now is one of the abortion rights advocates participating in the summit, Amanda Zurawski. She was the lead plaintiff in the Center for Reproductive Rights lawsuit that challenged the abortion ban in Texas, a ban that the Texas Supreme Court ultimately upheld last year. Amanda, good morning. Thank you for joining us this morning. Let's just start with this moment in time, your personal story, if you will, but also here 3 years since Roe v. Wade was overturned, sort of the landscape that so many women, not just women, that so many people in America now face over reproductive health care.
Yeah. First of all, thank you so much for having me. So my story starts about 3 years ago when I suffered under the extreme abortion ban in Texas. And in the 3 years since that, it's just been heartbreaking to watch what is happening in this country and how our restrictions are expanding all across the country. And I'm here as part of this Free and Just Storyteller Summit because there are so many people who have been impacted in the last 3 years. And so although it's a heartbreaking thing to commemorate, it's also very empowering to be in community with 100 storytellers that are here advocating for our rights and standing up for what we believe in.
Amanda, this is Susan Page. So it's been 3 years. At the time of this decision, there was a sense among, I think, some abortion rights advocates that this was a silver bullet for Democrats, the issue of abortion rights. In some of the early contests after the decision, that seemed to be true. But you don't get the sense that it's defining American politics, or certainly didn't drive a winning coalition last November for Democrats in the presidential race. Can you talk about what's happened to the impact with voters of this issue over these last 3 years?
Well, I think it actually was quite impactful in the last election cycle. I think when we see abortion access on the ballot, we see it win, and we see that time and again. We had initiatives on ballot measures in 10 states, and we won in 7 of those 10 states, and we actually won in Florida as well with a majority, but we didn't reach this arbitrary threshold that we needed to. So although we maybe didn't connect the dots between how the state of affairs that we're in today is connected to President Trump and his last administration, I think we do see that people vote for abortion access, and we just have more work to do in connecting the dots between showing folks that who they vote for ultimately is how we get here.
Amanda, it's Sam Stein. Just picking up on that, on the policy front, obviously I don't think anyone anticipates a sort of a federal right to an abortion passing through this Congress and being signed into law by this president who said, let's leave it up to the states. So I'm sort of curious, where do you see the sort of biggest breakthroughs for the abortion rights community? Is it going to be legislative? Will it be in the state? Will it be judicial? And where are you focusing your resources?
I hope you're right. I hope we don't see a federal abortion ban.
Sorry, not an abortion ban, a right to an abortion. Sorry, my apologies.
Sure. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see that either. So I think that where we're really going to see the initiatives and where we're going to see the most impact is at the local level. And I've seen that in Texas firsthand. We've been fighting so hard in our state house, and we have been able to pick up some wins, albeit they've been small ones, but they are important. And we know that this is going to be a very long process, and we're going to have to fight tooth and nail for every single crumb. And while it's exhausting, I think that's where we're headed. I think we're going to have to look at city council. I think we're going to have to look at our state houses. And I'm seeing that not just in Texas, but across the country. That's where folks are really plugging in and advocating and having a real impact.
We'll, of course, be watching the events there in Washington. Amanda Zurawski, thank you very much for joining us this morning. Sam Stein, thank you as well. And Joe, certainly, this is 3 years since Roe v. Wade, still a seminal issue for so many Americans.
Well, it is, and John, it's interesting. So many people look at abortion and say it wasn't as big an issue as we thought it was going to be in 2024. Well, people are just looking at the presidential campaign, and obviously that is extraordinarily important. But you look at the Democrats winning in Nevada, a Senate seat in Nevada that many predicted they were going to lose, with a very pro-choice candidate there, winning the Senate seat in the swing state of Arizona with a very progressive, very pro-choice candidate there. The same thing happening in Wisconsin with Tammy Baldwin. The same thing happening, of course, in Michigan. So you look at the swing states, a lot of those Senate races, the abortion issue made the difference between Democrats holding the seat or picking up new seats or losing the seats. So, for people who suggest that because Donald Trump won by 1.5%, that somehow abortion didn't impact the race in 2024, I think they're misreading the whole sweep of races in the 2024 election.